Hi, welcome to the Rose at Home channel. I am Rose and today I am at home with an unboxing of my second ever Book of the Month box. And you will notice this is a big box, and that is because when I said that my plan was not to order any add-ons until I hit the 3-month mark and got a discount, it was my intention. But then the list of books being released came out and I honestly wanted all 6. I got it narrowed down to 3 because that's all you can do. So if you are unfamiliar, you get 1 book that comes with your credit that you kind of pre-buy about a week before the end of the month, and then you can add on up to 2 more. There are folks I've seen on the Book of the Month Facebook group who are in a test group to be able to order more than, but I'm not one of those testers, and again, I've only been a member for 2 months. This video is in no way sponsored. They have no idea I'm making it. They have no idea I exist outside of being a customer. I think that's enough rambling about this box because I really want to open it. I got home and I was so excited. And so let's see, I have when I was getting the house, I got for Christmas a big old case of tools to help me with the house, and this is honestly the most used tool in the toolbox, and that is this knife. So box cutter. So I'm going to try to just cut the pretty blue tape. I do like the packaging. I like this shade of blue. It's very nice. That is not why I got this box of tools, because they were blue. I was just given this box of tools. It was a gift, and I do like this company now. I've gotten more things from them. But so excited. Okay. So the first is a book that I'm going to add to, I think I just bumped you and I apologize. I am going to add it to my May TBR because it fits with Asian and Asian Pacific Islander Heritage Month, and it is Paper Names by Susie Luau. Sorry, that's my best guess. Okay, so look at that cover though. How cute is that? That totally needs to be they all need to be out-facing books. I need to just completely put bookcases around all 4 walls in this room, face every single book out so that they can all look this pretty. So, okay. An unexpected act of violence brings together 2 families in this propulsive and sweeping story of love, identity, and the American experience. Set in New York and China over 3 decades, Paper Names explores what it means to be an American from 3 different perspectives. There's Tony, a Chinese-born engineer turned Manhattan doorman who immigrated to the United States to give his family a better life. His daughter, Tammy, whom we meet at age 9 and follow through adulthood, and who grapples with the expectations of a first-generation American and her own personal desires. Finally, there's Oliver, a handsome white lawyer with a dark family secret who lives in the building where Tony works. A violent attack causes their lives to intertwine in ways that will change them forever. Taut, panoramic, and powerful, debut novelist Susie Luau, Paper Names is an unforgettable story about the long shadows of our parents, the ripple effect of our decisions, and the ways in which our love transcends difference. Does that not sound amazing? So from what I understand, the cover is the same as what you would get if you bought this at Barnes & Noble or Books A Million or any place else. The difference is up here, there's this little thing that marks it as a Book of the Month. If you want to see what they look like without the cover, sorry, I just looked at the next book up. I'm so excited. They have this, let me see if I can get it to focus. They all have this stamp with the month and the year that it was a Book of the Month pick, and to be honest, where'd I go? There I am. I love that. I think that's my favorite thing about these covers, is that I always have that to remember what month I got it. It's in foil and it's got a month and a year. So it's I don't know, it just seems like a cool kind of record keeping sort of thing. And how interesting it would be to find a book of the month book from, sorry, I got hair. Find a book of the month book from, years ago and have that month and day right there. So anyway, paper names. I do hope to be able to get to this one this month. It sounds amazing. And so do the other two. So, okay. Again, I don't know how you don't get this one. Did you hear about Kitty Carr? And this is by Crystal Smith Paul. And again, I'm gonna back her up. How do I not have that face out? Look at how beautiful that cover is. And again, the difference between the regular hardback and the book of the month is this up here. Oh, guys. A multi-generational saga that traverses the glamour of old Hollywood and the seductive draw of modern-day showbiz. When Kitty Carr Tate, a white icon of the silver screen, dies and bequeaths her multi-million-dollar estate to the St. John sisters, 3 young, wealthy black women, it prompts questions. Lots of questions. A celebrity in her own right, Elise St. John would rather focus on sorting out Kitty's affairs than dealing with the press. But when she discovers in one of Kitty's journals rocks her world harder than any other brewing scandal could. And between a cheating fiancé and the fallout from a controversial social media post, there are plenty. The truth behind Kitty's ascent to stardom from her beginnings in the segregated South threatens to expose a web of unexpected family ties, debts owed, and debatable crimes that could, with one pull, unravel the all-American fabric of the St. John sisters and those closest to them. As Elise digs deeper into Kitty's past, she must also turn the lens upon herself, confronting the gifts and burdens of her own choices and the power that the secrets of the dead hold over the living. Did You Hear About Kitty Carr is a sprawling page-turner set against the backdrop of the Hollywood machine, an insightful and nuanced look at the inheritances of family, race, and gender, and the choices some women make to break free of them. Ooh. Yes, okay, totally getting Evelyn Hugo vibes. I'm gonna love this. I already know it. Like, I haven't even read page 1 and I know I'm gonna love it. And look how pretty it is. I'm so excited. Okay, now these two were actually my add-ons. As excited as I am about them, they were my add-ons. The next is the one that I picked as my actual book of the month. The Collected Regrets of Clover. And is that not the coolest name ever? And I want to show you the back because it's not typical. Death she gets, it's life she can't quite figure out. Like, how cool. Oh my God. Oh my God. So from what let me give you the author, Mickey Brammer. And from what I understand, this is the story of a woman who is a death doula. And that just sounded fascinating to me. What's the point of giving someone a beautiful death if you can't give yourself a beautiful life? From the day she watched her kindergarten teacher drop dead during a dramatic telling of Peter Rabbit, Clover Brooks has felt a stronger connection with the dead than she has with the living. After the beloved grandfather who raised her dies alone while she is traveling, Clover becomes a death doula in New York City, dedicating her life to ushering people peacefully through their end-of-life process. Clover spends so much time with the dying that she has no life of her own, until the final wishes of a feisty old woman send Clover on a road trip across the country to uncover a forgotten love story, and perhaps her own happy ending. As she finds herself struggling to navigate the uncharted waters of romance and friendship, Clover is forced to examine what she really wants and whether she'll have the courage to go after it. Probing, clever, and hopeful, the collected regrets of Clover turns the normal taboo subject of death into a reason to celebrate life. And that just sounded fascinating. Like, just the idea of a death doula sounds amazing. I don't know if that's even a real job, but it just seemed like something I really wanted to read. And so there is that one. And those are the 3 I was able to get. Again, I wanted all 6. I think I'm going to pick up at least, I might pick up all of them at some point, but the one that's really shouting at me right now is Taylor Adams' new book was one of the 6, and I didn't grab that one, and I'm kind of regretting it. I'm hoping I can get a hold of it soonish, but those were my 3 picks. Again, not sponsored. That's just what I got from Book of the Month. I'm enjoying it. I'm liking the online community in the Facebook group. I'm really liking the anticipation of the books coming out. I'm liking there are people who do guesses as to what it might be and those kinds of things. And that all just seems, it's just fun for me. I'm having a good time with it. If you are interested in Book of the Month, again, I am not sponsored at all. Everybody gets this, but I got a code that if you want to join, you can click my code in the bottom and I get a free book. And so I don't think that there's any, I looked it up, I didn't see any problem with putting it on YouTube, so I'm going to put it down in the comments below if you are interested in joining yourself. I'm so excited to see you again. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you stayed until the end. And I can't wait to talk more books with you in the next few days. So in the meantime, I hope you read some wonderful books.